All right, Khan. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH,
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, MAKAKWADASH. Double honors to the apostle, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few Akwaf who may be listening. All right, we the brothers from the GMS camp here in Chicago. I'm the brother Batakallah.
Brother YAHAWAH.
Brother Idolators.
All right, and we're going to get this quick in transit lesson. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson, all right? But just a quick backstory for the topic. The title of this lesson is that the NOI, or Nation of Islam, is full of it, all right? And basically what happened today, I went to the gym. You know, Chicago is like a hub for these Nation of Islam niggas. And some of these guys go and work out at the gym that I work out at. And, you know, I have had conversations with these guys before where they have let it be known that they Muslims and that they in the Nation of Islam. You know, but you be peaceable with individuals. You don't go in there and try to rip these niggas or nothing. But nonetheless, you know, I know that these niggas Muslims. So I seen this guy, and he asked how I was doing, you know, exchange pleasantries or whatever. And then this dude asked me about how my holiday season was going. And I told him that I don't observe none of those holidays, not in a rude way, you know. First of all, the dude is older than me. So, you know, even though these niggas in the world, you treat them with respect. But I just told him I don't celebrate none of them holidays or whatever. And the dude was cut, man. All right. And then after I told him that, he said that, well, you know, I'm just doing it for the kids, and you know, I had a lot of good memories when I was growing up with the holidays, and so I just do it for the kids because the world is a fucked up place when you become an adult. So I want them to have good memories when they're kids. All right, trying to justify himself because he knew that shit was off, man. All right, and at the end of the day, as far as these memories that he's talking about, everything, if you're not in this truth, everything is a lie, man. Esau has taught you a lie. All the memories that nigger thinks that he had are false memories. They're lies, all right? All that shit that he trying to show his kids and his kids be happy, you're lying to him, man. And you're a double-minded man because you're supposed to be a Muslim and not celebrating none of that shit according to what you said, all right? But we're going to get these precepts, and we're going to keep it moving, man.
I got one for you real quick.
Go ahead, big guy.
This is the book of Colossians 2 and verse 8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach, YAHAWASHI. Right, and these are traditions of men. That's basically things of the world, man, not of YAHAWASHI, because YAHAWASHI gave us high holy days that were ultimately to abide by, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what, the Passover, you know, Feast of Unleavened Bread, you know, things like that, man. The Feast of Tabernacles.
That's right.
You know, things like that. Not Christmas, things like that, which the scriptures ultimately what teach against, man.
That's right. It's good on that?
Anything you want me to grab to, but talk, I can.
Oh, yeah, just whatever through the spirit, because I got a couple of them over here, and then whatever the brother feel like he want to say, chip in, we should be good. But this Isaiah 8 and 20, it says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them. All right, and these Muslims, man, they know how to look good to dirty niggas, man. They know how to look good to dudes to these jakes that are destitute. And at the end of the day, these jakes accept them because just like these two, they are 2/3. Just like these low-level niggas, them niggas are the world, man. And the world gonna love his own. That's why those guys don't never had no problems. That's why don't nobody ever walk up to them talking shit. That's why these jakes willingly give these niggas money. These dudes stand outside selling papers and bean pies, and they getting money off that shit, man.
Got a good marketing plan.
You know? You go to any, if you go into any so-called black hood and go into the barbershop, into the corner store, they selling them papers in there, man. You know? And these niggas don't have a problem with none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, them niggas are of the world, man. These people Jake only gotta ask to grind with the men of the Lord at the end of the day, man. All right? That's why all these other camps getting love too. Niggas, the IUIC, Genesis, all these niggas, they getting love because they of the world. And these niggas, these the same niggas that they doing unity camps with. They having unity camps with these niggas that celebrate Christmas, man. But you supposed to be in the truth. The Lord gonna fucking kill you niggas, man. This Sirach 33 and 19, it says, give not thy son and thy wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. All right, so guess what, man? That excuse that nigga wanted to use, saying he was doing it for the kids, man, fuck them kids. You supposed to be the one that's in charge, man.
Exactly.
The Lord gave an order, and the order is Yahawah the Father, YAHAWASHI, man, woman, children. Why are you taking into account how these kids gonna feel? You supposed to tell them how to feel as their father, man. You supposed to explain to them why we don't do this and we don't do that. These the same niggas that'll talk about how wicked the white man is, but all this shit these niggas celebrate are post-slavery customs, man. Jake wasn't celebrating that shit when they was over there in West Africa. All right? And the Northern Kingdom wasn't over here celebrating that shit on this side of the world till Esau came and made them do it. All right? You got something, bro?
Yeah, con. Jeremiah 6:16, it says, thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said we will not walk therein. Right? So we're supposed to be seeking the old paths or old ways, which is the ways of YAHAWASHI. We're supposed to be coming back to our true heritage, true customs that YAHAWASHI gave our forefathers, man. You know, when men be men, when women be women, man. Hey, partaking what back to our old ways, which is the high holy days.
That's right.
The commandments of YAHAWASHI. But it says the last part, we will not walk therein. This is the mindset of 2/3 of our people, because they basically follow their own understanding, man. They don't ultimately adhere to the words of YAHAWASHI. They feel like they follow what they think is right.
That's right. Hey, man, and like the elders and like the apostles and elders on down been saying, man, Jake love all these wayward doctrines because there's no accountability involved, man. This nigga got other friends that's so-called Nation of Islam Muslims, and them niggas probably doing the same shit he doing.
Yeah.
Celebrating Christmas for the kids, man. And at the end of the day, them niggas not in the truth, so it don't matter. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Live it up, you know? Because the Lord coming back to destroy you niggas, man. But at the same time, it shows you, man, all these Jakes, man, if they not in the truth, they're hypocrites, period. All right? Jake could tell you that they this and that they believe in the scriptures. And that's another thing. Them FOI niggas use the Bible more than they use the fucking Quran, and these niggas still celebrating Christmas. Stupidity, man. But the Lord not dealing with them. That's why they do it. And at the end of the day, all these so-called black movements, I don't care if they got a nigga like Farrakhan, who's a charismatic, boisterous motherfucker, or whoever the fuck they got in charge. The black woman runs all that shit, man. I don't care who they putting on the camera, man. Because if you was a real man and you was really about what you say you was about, you would tell the woman and them kids, we not doing that. And if you don't like it, fuck it. I don't care. You know? Because that's what the men of the Lord do. Ain't nobody that I ever seen in GMS celebrating no fucking Christmas, man. You know? And they telling them kids what it is for real, too. But at the end of the day, the Lord ain't dealing with everybody, and that's why these niggas do what they do. You got something, bro?
Yeah, kind of got another quick one for you. This is the book of Malachi 3 and verse 13. And it reads, your words have been stout against me, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, what have we spoken so much against thee? Ye have said it is vain to serve Yahweh, and what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we walk mournfully before Yahweh of hosts? Right? So our people feel like it's no profit in ultimately serving YAHAWASHI, but they find more profit in serving Esau in his ways, and ultimately than what YAHAWASHI in his ways. You know?
Yeah, man. And these Jakes, see, that's Jake's problem. They'll say no when it come to something that the Lord say, but let this kid tell that dude to go take his whole check and go to Toys R Us or wherever the fuck niggas buy shit at now and spend the whole check on some bullshit. I bet you that nigga will tell him no then. I bet you if them little niggas want to eat candy every day and don't want to eat shit but candy, that nigga gonna tell them no then. But when it come time to do what's right by the Lord, these niggas don't want to fucking do it, and it don't matter. You know? And that's okay, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody is not going to get it. And these niggas are just going to have to bear the shame of being a punk. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. All right, so at the end of the day, we're not supposed to be observing none of this Christmas shit. And it's not nowhere in the scriptures except right here where it tells you not to do it.
Exactly.
But these niggas are not going to bring no precepts like this out. They just going to keep doing shit for the kids. You got to turn left. They just going to keep doing shit for the kids, so-called. And I'm going to say this, too. That's a fucking cop-out. Them kids know what you tell them. You doing that shit because you like to do it. Period. And you doing that shit because that woman told you to do it. But see, these niggas, they don't want to be 100 about shit. They want to try to cop it off on the kids. Give me a fucking break, man.
Excuse according to his own will.
Period. Because I'll tell you this. I was in school when I was a little child. There was a little kid, and he was from Brazil. His parents was going off because they was Jehovah's Witness. But he ain't celebrating none of that shit, man. Every time we had a fucking party in the school, that nigga wasn't eating no candy. He wasn't getting no pizza. That motherfucker went and sat in the corner by himself, and they gave him a little computer to go fuck around with, or whatever they did. And that nigga went and did that shit and didn't have no fucking problem with it, man.
I got something for you, Baton.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And the problem is, you got Esau Edom, ultimately, our parents was ultimately confused by the way Esau's wayward ways.
Mm-hmm.
So they're ultimately teaching the next generation, the generation to come after that, fucked up ways, essentially, man.
That's right.
But ultimately, we're supposed to be teaching our children the ways of YAHAWASHI, in the way that, we ultimately should go, man. But here we have it in Esau society. Esau is raising our kids. Esau is raising our young, man.
That's right.
That's why you got a lot of these weird niggas walking around, celebrating and doing weird shit, man.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, they're in the hands of Esau Edom. They're in the clutches of Esau's system.
That's right.
Big time.
You got something, big bro?
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's all idolatry, man.
All right, matter of fact, let me get this real quick. I'm going to read this last verse in this Jeremiah 10, because that's exactly what it say, man. This is Jeremiah 10:5. It says, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Go ahead, big bro.
God, man, like Deuteronomy, this is all due to the curses, man. Deuteronomy says we'll go back to Egypt and worship gods of wood and stone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whether it's Islam, Christianity, doesn't matter. It's all idol worship.
That's right.
But as far as brothers in the truth, it says have no fruit, have no works, or have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Yep.
So we're not supposed to be taking pictures with the Nation of Islam and fellowshipping with them, man. They don't believe in YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
So they're just idol worshipers, man.
Yeah.
And they're gonna die.
Because Scripture says, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
That's
man.
right.
Fuck is you doing holding hands with somebody that don't believe in the same thing that you believe in?
That's right.
And we believe in YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right, man. And guess what? Though hand join in hand, the wicked are not going to go unpunished. You niggas are not going to escape. All right? And all these jakes that want to, because really all this shit is about is making merchandise of the truth, man. They'll take it and put an Islam spin on it, or a Christianity spin on it, or they'll even put the fake Israelite spin on it. One thing all these niggas got in common is that they're gonna hold the Bible in their hand while they try to solicit you niggas for money, man. And you stupid ass niggas gonna pay them. All right, but at the end of the day, that shit is gonna be all for naught. All right, because this money finna get turned off soon. This shit finna pop off, and then after that, these nukes coming in, YAHAWASHI is coming back to lay you people fucking low. And Lord willing, we'll be worthy of salvation, so we can get the fuck out of here and not have to have our head hanging down in the kingdom like all these niggas gonna have to deal with, man. Y'all got something else? Y'all good? Con. Well, say it, man. With that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH,
YAHAWAH,
BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim and the few Aquath who may be listening, Lord willing. This is an edifying lesson. Until next time, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Baba Ball.
Kwame Yasharala.